Why don't you give love on Christmas Day? Oh, even the man who has everything would be so happy if you would bring him love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas. Today is December 10th. It is Saturday. I am home and trying to get a lot of stuff done today. I decided this morning that I'm going to make bread. I received a new mixer from KitchenAid, and there is a bread attachment, like a bread bowl and baking thing. So right now I have the bread proofing. I'll show you a video as to how that all came about. And I'm actually watching Portugal versus Morocco. The game just started. I'm about to make breakfast and get into the game. Knitting plans for today. I would really like to catch up to my Save the Sheep Advent, and I want to make some progress on my Love Note sweater. So I have all that ready to go, and my hair is a bit dry, so I think it's time for another deep condition, and I'm supposed to go out today, so I think I want to get that done before I go out in the street so that, you know, my hair has a little time to air dry. So that is the plan so far, but you know, you make a plan and then things changed. So we'll see what happens as the day progresses. So let's go. Let's get that bread in the oven. So I decided that this is the day that I'm going to make the bread because it's Saturday and I think the house needs to smell like fresh bread. So I recently received this package from Bed Bath & Beyond. My Black Friday stuff finally got here. I got a new beater from my KitchenAid, and what's even better is I got a new KitchenAid, guys. I'm so excited. It's pink. And then I also got, this is what I've been waiting on. It's like the bread accessories. So it's a bread bowl and a baking thing, and you put it all together and you can make a boule. I hope that's how you pronounce it, B-O-U-L-E. You can make that style of bread. So I'm going to do this, but let me show you the bread that I'm gonna make and explain to you what I'm gonna do. So hopefully I'm not butchering the name of this. I'm thinking it's Rosinenzopf. I could be wrong, but I am making this raisin bread. And yeah, this got a little recipe book here, and we're gonna get it going. Yes, I cannot wait. This is like one of my favorite breads to make. This is like the first bread I've made since the pandemic. Before, while everyone's doing sourdough, this was what I was making because I was actually able to find yeast, and this has been like a staple of mine. So I'm really excited now. So this is hilarious. The recipe calls for unsalted, high-fat European-style butter. You're getting USDA, buddy. That's what you're getting, because that's what we have. But it's okay. This is the butter that I love to use. I love to use Land O'Lakes. I think it's like, from what I'm able to find in the stores near me, this is really good butter, and it'll work. The bread will taste delicious, and you know, one day I'll try the European high-fat butter if I can find it. But right now, this is what we're doing. This is what we're getting, but it's still gonna be good. Say hello to my new baby. Welcome to the Mekamika Bakes kitchen. Get comfortable here. You'll be doing a lot of work, but that's what you're made for. And you will do it happily because we are going to have so much fun and make so much delicious, beautiful things. So welcome. Okay, let's get to work. Important: to avoid bread sticking to lid, use parchment paper or coat the lid with grease and flour prior to baking. You got that right. I got a ton of parchment paper, so this will work just fine. So this is the hot new item from KitchenAid. You can basically bake bread in it, and like they give you all the instructions here. You can mix, knead, proof, and bake. So we are going to try that today, and look at that beautiful bread. Let's see if we can get a bread that even somewhat resembles this. I have high hopes for this because I've used KitchenAid all the time and I found it to be very reliable. So the first thing I want to do is warm up the milk slightly because we don't want to put cold milk in with the yeast because then the yeast won't grow, and we want it to grow so that it can, you know, do its thing and make the bread rise. So warming up milk right now, that's the first step. Okay, when I make bread, I like to weigh it because you have more exact measurements, especially when you're dealing with dry ingredients. So we have 500 grams of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to add sugar and salt and the yeast, and then we're gonna get it started. Yeah. And I just added the sugar, salt, and 2 teaspoons of the instant yeast. I use Fermapan. When there was the pandemic, someone sent me this from Trinidad and I had a lot, so I'm down to like my last 2 packages right now. Okay, so I'm gonna start by just mixing the dry ingredients and getting them to go. And then I am going to add the butter and the egg and the milk. Just gonna let this start going, and then I will throw in the milk and we will be okay. The butter needs to get incorporated. It's at room temperature right now, so it'll be easy. Okay, time is up. It's time to stop. Woo. Ooh, that flour went through something, boy. Okay, I'm gonna open this up and show you what it looks like. I'm really happy with the dough. It feels good. Yeah, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take it off of the hook. And then we're going to, I'm not going to flour this thing too much because I don't want it to get too dry, because it's not a dough that's like a normal Boule dough. It's not like the classic Boule dough. It's a sweet dough. So we don't want it to be too dry. That's why we added the butter and we added the milk and the eggs. So we're just going to like let it sit there and rise. I'm going to take this off and then I'm going to cover it down. Okay, so it's just going to sit here for, I think, an hour. Is that what it says? And then we're going to let it rise and see where it is after this. You see that it's below that green line there. Hopefully it'll come up above that. The yeast did smell very yeasty, and like, so it's, and the dough is actually warm since I warmed the milk. So it should have the power to do what it needs to do. So I'm just going to cover it down now and let it rise. I think the hardest part about making bread is not the actual bread making, it's the waiting, because now we have to wait for this, and that we put it on when we're going to be done. This is going to be what it's going to be baked in, so we'll put it on the baking dish. Then we wait 25 minutes again, or is it 15 minutes? I can't remember. I have to look at the timer again, but we wait again and let it proof, and then we'll put it in the oven, and it's literally be like upside down, and within the ceramic chamber, all the steam will happen, so it'll make the bread nice and brown, and we'll have beautiful bread. I cannot wait. But now we must wait. Okay, so it has been an hour, and sadly nothing happened. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm thinking that it just needs some warmth because it is wintertime. So because this is a ceramic bowl and ceramic conducts heat, I am going to place this in a bath of warm water, and maybe that will get things moving. Let's try it. Why the heck not? So I placed the baking dish, or I should say my proofing bowl, whatever you want to call it. This thing has so many purposes, but I placed it in warm water to see if that will help activate the yeast, to give it some indirect heat so that it can warm up a bit and, you know, do its thing. So we're gonna wait another hour. This is why baking is so painstaking, but you know what? The results are so worth it. So I'm gonna wait another hour and see what happens. Okay, so about another hour has passed, maybe an hour and a half. We are going to open it right now to see where we are with some assistance from my mother. Get your hands in there. Oh my gosh, the drama. Wow. Wow. It really rose a lot. You don't even see the markings on the side anymore. This is great. It is time to cut this and make everything to form the shape of the bread, and then we're going to let it proof again. Oh. Look at how beautiful this is. I can stick my finger in it. Look at how gorgeous that is. I love the rise on this dough. So excited. Gonna put it into 4 portions right now, and we're gonna shape it. All right, so here are the 4 pieces. I stretched this one out. I like to elongate it and then roll it so that the raisins can stay on the inside of the dough so that they don't really pop out. So I'm gonna roll it up right now and show you what I do. So my method is I kind of just cinch it shut to make a elongated tube, and I just push the raisins in the middle, and then I roll it so that it all stays together, and it kind of looks like that when it's done. And I'm trying to get them to be all the same length relatively so that it'll be even. So I usually do this in a braid formation on a long pan, but since I have this circular pan, I want to try something new. I found a YouTube video that has like 25 different ways of like shaping bread. So I'm gonna follow what I saw there. Hopefully I get it right, and hopefully it all works. So I have like 4 pieces crisscross, and you basically take the part that's underneath and you move it to the side. So I'm going to do that for each section, taking the part that's underneath, and then this part that's underneath, and then you take the other part that is over and you move it to the side, the opposite direction. I don't know how this is going to work out, but it's supposed to do something like this. I'm going to try to fix it better and get it all to fit on the baking tray. Yeah. This is why it's so important that they're equal. Like the ends are not really the same width as everything else, but I'm gonna try to fix it to see if I can get it to work. This is my first time, guys, trying something new. It's not hard, it's just new. So we have like a braided circular knot or something. The most important thing right now is it fits in the diameter of the bread baking tray, and what it's going to do is going to rise upwards, which will be really nice. I am going to cover this now with some saran wrap and let it sit out again for 25 minutes to give it one last rise, and then we are going to put this in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. But first we got to do an egg wash before it goes in the oven. So we're going to let it rise, then do the egg wash, then put it to bake, and then we'll have a beautiful, glorious, crossing fingers, glorious piece of bread. I cannot wait. So this is my dough after I let it rise for 25 minutes, and you just heard the oven, so it is ready to go in. I just have to put the egg wash on and we are good to go. Okay, so now I'm adding the egg wash. It's literally just egg yolk with a little bit of milk And we want to make sure we get all the areas that are exposed so we can have nice brown bread. It's going to be amazing. So now that we have fully coated the bread with the egg wash, it's time to put the cover on, get this in the oven for 25 minutes, and we will have a beautiful loaf of raisin bread when it's all said and done. Yay! So the instructions say to just put the cover, which was the actual bowl, put that on top, and it'll create a steam chamber on the inside so that the bread can be brown all over. So let's see what happens. So it is in the oven. We are going to close up the oven right now and set this timer to 25 minutes. And that is it. I'm getting a hair salon experience from Alexia. You like my hair, Alexia? What color is it?
How do you know my name?
Because I know your name. What color is my hair?
It's pink and red.
Pink and red. And what else? Black?
Black.
In the roots?
Yep.
Yep. How does it smell?
It smells like washing machine.
Like a washing machine? You sure? It don't smell like coconut?
It smells like water.
Like coconut water? Okay. Oh gosh. Here we go. I'm getting the Fifth Avenue style. Yeah, you gotta be gentle. My head is tender.
But
Too bad I don't have any clips and barrettes for you to put in my hair. No, I don't have any.
Do you have a rubber band?
No.
You have...
I don't put rubber bands in my hair.
That looks good. I'm not flattering you.
I don't have beads either.
I have beads.
I have a piece too.
I have beads too.
You have beads too? Yeah, you guys have beads in your hair. I don't have any. Okay. Ah! It's bread time. The timer is done and the bread is ready. Let's take it out the oven and see what we have now. Okay, so now we are going to unveil the bread. Hopefully, okay, it's stuck.
Is that hot?
Yeah, a little bit. It's moving.
Wow. Don't stay right here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to get it out the thing. It's stuck to the side.
It's stuck to the side. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, you gotta put it back in now to get brown.
I think so.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
On the sides brown.
But we got something good going on here. All right, I'm gonna let this marinate a little bit more, but turn it around. This is trial number 1.
Oh, you can taste a little piece right there. You can put it back in the oven to get a little color.
Look at how soft it is. Beautiful.
But you have to watch it, eh?
Sorry.
Smells good.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in to get a little bit more brown because it just looks like it needs a little bit more.
Isn't good? Okay.
Okay, so we had the bread in the oven for a little longer just to get it darker. It was probably about 10 minutes lapsed. And look at the beauty of this bread. It is so gorgeous and crispy and just delicious. And I added a little bit of water so that there's steam in the oven to help with the browning. I'm gonna take it out right now and give you guys a close-up. I am so excited. This bread. Oh my God, this bread is so beautiful. Look at how gorgeous. I cannot wait to dive into this. I have to let it cool. Otherwise, I would eat it right now, but I have to let it cool down a little bit before I even get to slice it. Otherwise, it won't hold itself together. But this is so beautiful. I'm so excited. So this is the result of my KitchenAid mixer and the bread bowl attachment that I bought. it's a little bit after 4 p.m. We just finished watching France beat England in the World Cup. And now that football is over, we are starving. So I am headed to the Super Wings pop-up. I'm going to tell you all about Super Wings later. But I just wanted to let you know I'm super excited about this food and I cannot wait. We are here, gonna get our Super Wings. Hey everyone, so I just got home. I tried to support the Super Wings pop-up, but they weren't supporting me. The wait was way too long and there was a big confusion with who's taking orders. Are they still taking orders? And then it turned out that they weren't taking any more orders and we were sitting there and I was like, no, we're out of here. Deuces. So I went to another Trinidadian staple in the neighborhood called Island Burger. And I got me an island burger. I'm going to show you what that is right now. And I'm about to eat. So excited. And then I'm going to have my bread later with my tea. So yeah, let's get the show on the road. Let's get some food in our tummies. And this is my island burger. Sweet potato fries. We got our burger. We got pineapple on it. And we got our ketchup. Tomatoes, lettuce. And our meat patty and tamarind sauce, garlic sauce, and a little coleslaw. So, time to eat. Ginger slice right there. I just finally finished eating and I cut the bread and I gave some to my neighbor who brought over her granddaughters and they were so adorable and I just had some fun with them. As you've seen in the video, they were playing with my hair. It was hilarious. So I am about to sit down and do some video editing because I have a backlog of videos that I need to post. My apologies for not posting Vlogmas before, but it's going to happen. And I'll probably have a cup of tea and some bread later. So yeah, so I'm just going to sit down and do that right now. So here is the Cozy Knitter Advent Skein. This is day number 10. This color is like a blue turquoisey kind of color. I feel like I am at the point where I may have to add in the waist yarn for the heel because this is like almost the length of my hand right now. So I'm going to show you a sock that I was previously working on. And this is a sock with made out of Life in the Long Grass yarn, and I've had it on the needles for a while, and this is where I had put my waist yarn. So I'm just gonna measure it up to this, and I feel like, let me move this out of the way. There we go. I feel like this is really, really close because, yeah, I feel like we're at that point. So what I'm going to do next is add in the waist yarn and then continue with the next color. Yeah, so we are at the point where we are working on the heel, going to be, you know, what would be the heel soon, and then we're going to keep knitting, and the rest of the rows are going to be the full length of the sock. I guess these are going to be long socks, which is pretty cool, pretty awesome. So I like the idea of this. This is great. I'm going to just keep working on it. So here we have day 10 of the In December We Wear Pink Advent. And I'm going to put it next to all of the other colors, all the other days. So you see like what the full gradient looks like. This is starting to look like something. I was scared for a moment that we wouldn't get into the really pinkier pinks, but looks like we have something happening here. So I'm excited and looking forward to seeing the next color. This is In December We Wear Pink by Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. And we are at day number 10 with the Knit in the City Advent, and this is a pink colorway. Oh, I'm so sorry this is blowing out. I'm trying to get this to be a little bit more real color. So let me add this to the rest of the skein so you can see in its entirety how we are going from yellow into orange into deep pinks into a lighter pink. So we'll see where that goes in the next segment of this advent. And this advent is designed by Lindsay of Five Borough Yarns with an add-on bag from Shayla of Black Pearl Magic. So now we have the 12 days of sipping by the Republic of Tea, our advent calendar. Let's open day number 10. I already opened it a little bit so that it's easier for you to see. And we are here. We have the British breakfast tea. This is so delicious. And it's just the perfect cup of round black tea bag. And when we look at the ingredients, we have black tea from India, Africa, and Sri Lanka. Awesome. So the life of tea is the life of the moment. We only have now, and we sip each in our own cups. The Minister of Leaves. Very interesting. So I will definitely have this cup of tea. Maybe I'll have it tonight with my bread. We'll see. Okay, here we have the Bon Maman Advent Calendar of spreads, and we will go to day number 10. And let's open this baby up. Oh, best wishes for all. And we have a apple caramel cinnamon spread. That sounds good. And I've got raisin bread, so that might taste really good on it. I'm gonna have to try that tonight. Yes. Okay, so here is my Vlogmas update for day 10. It is now 1 in the morning, so Vlogmas day 10 is over. I managed to compile 2 videos, so 7 and 8 are completing as we speak, and I'm going to upload them to YouTube in the morning because I can't think straight to write notes now. So I am going to bid you adieu. I'm going to have a rest, and in the morning there will be more videos going up. I have already downloaded the videos for day 9 and 10 onto the computer, so they will be compiled and put together tomorrow. So I want to wish you all a good night and happy Vlogmas, and see you tomorrow.